Good morning, I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is actually snowing outside pretty heavily. It doesn't look as if it's setting just yet, but we'll see. 10 days of Christmas, it's finally starting to look a lot like Christmas. No, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I got there in the end. Right, so I went shopping yesterday, and I have something to show you. I started my vinyl collection. So I'll just quickly go through. As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit ill at this point, and my sleep schedule is pretty messed up. It's currently 11:30. Yep. Start off with this one. PSAPP. So I really actually... The only reason I got this was for the album cover, because it's just really nice. Just look at it. PSAPP, The Camel's Back. Now, I've never actually heard of them, and I got this solely because it was £5. It was cheap. It looks just amazing. I can't get over how nice it looks. It has 12 songs on it, and it's a single vinyl, so I've actually given them a listen since I got back yesterday, and I've actually really enjoyed them. They're really cool. So that's number one. Number two is Multi-Love by Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Now, Unknown Mortal Orchestra have been a band that I've really enjoyed for a long time, actually. I say long time, it's been a good couple of years. They actually started off, I actually found them because if you've ever seen the YouTube videos Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, the creators of that series did a music video for Unknown Mortal Orchestra in a similar, like, creepy, weird style. So that's how I actually discovered them. Yeah, so it's just cool. It's just a standard black record. So Unknown Mortal Orchestra, really good band, would really recommend them. Next up is the limited edition vinyl shop version of Beck Colours. So this was an album that recently got released, and I just really enjoyed. The album art for this version, I'm not actually a huge fan of. They had the actual version in there, in the shop, but the actual version comes on a red vinyl. This came on a yellow vinyl, so if I get it out, so when you pull it out, it's actually got this cover thing, and which has got all the, like, lyrics and stuff in it, and then here's the yellow vinyl with the blue center. So I got it solely because it's the yellow vinyl. It's just something a bit different. Well, not solely because. I got this version solely because of the yellow vinyl. I'm not a huge fan of the actual album cover for this version. I really prefer the much lighter version. That's the actual version. Look it up, you can see it. It's not difficult to find. But overall, this is a really good album. Right, it's finally back in. That took a bit of doing. This is a really good album. When it first came out, probably a month, 2 months ago, I instantly listened to it because I followed Beck on Spotify, because Beck, if you've never listened to Beck, wow, he's such an old artist. He's such a classic, but amazing artist. Plays like every instrument under the sun and stuff. So this album is a really good reflection of his music. I really like it. And finally, the one which a lot of you would probably know, this is probably the most popular band that I got, not probably, is, it's the 1975, I Like It When You Sleep, for You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It. Yes, I just had to read that off the back because it's such a long, long album title. So this is a double gatefold with an amazing album on it. It's actually got, if I go into this, it's got a really cool, like, clear plastic acrylic record, like that, which I just think, again, is really cool. It's different from the, like, standard black that a lot of records are. So if you haven't actually listened to this, again, or any of the albums, I would highly recommend them. This record shop I went to yesterday, I could have easily spent, like, a horrendous amount of money on just so many records. I had to really, like, pick out my favourites. and ones that would give me the most listens. So I've got 4, so that they should give me a bit of listen time. For the record, pun intended, I don't actually own a record player. I don't own a turntable. Hopefully I'm getting one for Christmas. If not, I just have some records. They are really cool to just look at and have and own, but I would like to listen to them, so hopefully soon I will be getting my actual vinyl player. So on to the main subject of the video, obviously coffee. Got the calendar, day number 10. We're into double digits, and it's right there in front of me. That's very easy. God, I'm trying my best to function right now. So there's the picture, and there we go. So it turns in, I like that, it turns from presents to coffee equipment. That's really cool. So we have a Kaon Mountain Natural. So it'll be a natural process. Hints of fresh apricot. Another apricot. We're getting a lot of apricot this month. Grown by Ismail Hassan. Origin is Oromia in Ethiopia. Finally, we have an Ethiopian, which are easily my favourite origins. Varietal is heirloom and typica, so pretty standard from Ethiopian. Pretty standard of an Ethiopian coffee. It says, great climate for great coffee beans. Ismail Hassan has been running his farm for 4 years. He leases the land from the government on a contract that will run for 99 years, so it's a serious long-term project for him. Thanks to rainfall of more than 1,200 millimeters per year and temperatures that usually top 20 degrees Celsius, Ismail has found this as an ideal place to grow his coffee. So, Kaon Mountain Natural, hints of apricot, it's an Ethiopian. What can go wrong? There's so many Ethiopians that I've tried in my book, like if I was to count them. So out of the 25-ish coffees, some of them are obviously the packed ones, so out of about 18 coffees, 6 of them are Ethiopians. So that just goes to show how much I love an Ethiopian. Let's give it an open and see what it smells like. Try and get the roast profile. Ethiopians tend to be a lot lighter, so that's just what I'm guessing, just without seeing it or smelling it. Yeah. Easily a light roast. No doubt about it. It's really berry. There's a lot of berries there, like sweet notes from the nose there. It smells like it's going to be really nice, so I just really want to just make it, and I'll get back here in a second and we'll go through the coffee. Okay, so I have my coffee. My suspicions were absolutely correct. It's definitely a light roast. It was one of the palest cremas I've seen in a while. There was a lot of it as well, which gives a good sign of its freshness. So, first of all, really like blackcurrant, blackberry nose. Little bit of apricot in there, but it smells really sweet again. I'm really looking forward to actually trying this coffee. Wow, that's not what I was expecting at all. It's a really juicy mouthfeel off the bat. And that apricot really hits you, but it really quickly goes. There's that blackcurrant vibe in the background. It's also got some kind of black tea flavours, and it's definitely that ripeness. It's the ripe apricot sweetness that's coming through. That definitely comes from the nose as well, that ripe sweetness. It's a juicy mouthfeel, black tea. Acidity-wise, I'd probably say it's a mild acidity, which is a little bit different from a lot of Ethiopians. A lot of Kenyans tend to be really acidic. So this is not that at all. It's really ripe. It's not bitter. It is a really good coffee. I'd love to know what this was like without me being ill, because that's obviously impacting my taste a little bit. But it's so strong already, so I can imagine it would be absolutely incredible. It's a really like summery coffee, I feel. Just from this summertime, this would be perfect. Sit outside in the sun with just this nice coffee. I wonder if this would go well iced as well. It's just that kind of like really, it's not overly sweet again. It's that ripe sweetness from the fruit and the berries. It is really good. It's not like I think the past packed ones we've had have been like a really dried apricot flavour. This is definitely that ripeness, the juicy, the sweet, ripe apricot, followed by that black tea, the mild acidity, the uh I'd almost go as far to say is that the sweetness is like a honey. It's that like it is sweet, but it's not. It's that it is honey, I guess. It's like, which is strange because it's a natural process. It isn't honey processed, but I could be fooled into thinking this was a honey processed coffee because it is that jammy sweetness, that honey sweetness that you get from that kind of process. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing my starting my new vinyl collection and today's coffee. And join me tomorrow for day 11. And P.S. Call me Cameron.